All right, we are starting the body work on our Bug-Eye Sprite project, and as you can see, this quarter panel is pretty wrinkly. When we bought the car, that was obviously hidden with filler, and we didn't see that. And that combined with the fact that we found a new old stock rear quarter panel, we've decided I think we're just going to replace that. I've asked one of my best friends, Tom Prescott, owner of the Body Werks. Actually, I think I kind of conned you into coming over and helping.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So tell us a little bit. I mean, I've done a lot of body work, and you've done 100 times more than I have. So tell us, when do you replace a quarter panel? When do you patch a quarter panel? And when do you just hammer it out and just leave it as it is? There's
a lot of variables. If you're trying to do, you know, a nice show car and you want all the original panels on the vehicle, everything to be date coded, you'll probably want to try to repair the quarter panel that's on there already. This one here is kind of a little bit different scenario. Yes, it can be repaired. The amount of work that's going to go into repairing it probably exceeds the time that it would take to replace it. This design here is a little different than most vehicles because of inner access to it. We are going to do a couple different things here to remove the quarter and to put the quarter back on. We're going to use panel bond on the top seam here versus the welding up here. It'll save us a lot of time and effort, and it'll keep the corrosion down on it.
Traditionally, restoration is done with spot welds. So you're saying, and this is what we talked about earlier, we're going to use a more modern technique of actually bonding the quarter panel because there's virtually no access in behind here. Neither one of us is small enough to be in there drilling out spot welds and then putting new ones in. So I mean, I don't know if I would do this on a $1 million car, but on a $20,000 Bug-Eye, what the heck?
Exactly, exactly. So, like I say, you got to weigh the facts out. You know, are you trying to keep everything date coded? Are you trying to keep all the factory spot welds on it? Things of that nature. These here have a problem that they rust in between the little strip on there.
Yeah, there's actually a little strip. Fortunately, we were able to get a new one from Moss Motors, but that goes in between. So there's an outer quarter panel. There's this panel, which is unobtainium. You cannot buy this panel anymore.
Right.
And then there's the inner structure.
Right.
So, but I mean, normally if you were going to just replace and spot weld a panel on, you'd have to sacrifice this panel and do that too?
Correct. To get in there to do things and do it right.
Can't sacrifice this panel, so we have to fix it. So.
Exactly.
All right, so let's get started. Our first step, the way I understand it, is we have to either use a plasma cutter or shears or a cutoff wheel and get as much of this old quarter panel off as we can. That will give us access to where it is welded on. We'll have to drill out or grind out those spot welds and basically clean up the surface before we can start attaching the new one.
Yes.
Ready to get started?
Let's
make some noise.
Okay. We got the majority of the quarter panel off now. Now we can look and see where it's welded on and where we need to drill the spot welds out on it and get it cleaned up, get it fitted, get it prepped, ready to go back on.
So our next step then is to basically grind and cut the rest of the edges of this panel off, and then obviously we want to prep this surface a little bit with something.
Correct. Yep.
All right. So let's make some more noise.
Yeah.
right, Tom. You know, we got our yayas out a little bit. We've got it all cleaned up. You know, I'm going at it very carefully with a hand chisel and hammer, and you're just going at it with an air chisel, and that's because you've done this 1,000 times, and I'm still at the point where I'm trying not to break anything. We had a little bit of inner damage. I mean, you would expect, wasn't well repaired, but you would expect with a quarter panel that there might have been some damage underneath, but certainly nothing serious. Looks like you hammered it right out straight as an arrow again. Nothing
a little hammer and dolly wouldn't take care of, and we'll probably dolly up a little bit more of it. There's a little rust hole that was there, or no, that isn't a rust, that's where they peeled it up from taking a spot weld off prior to. And we'll get that welded up and a couple other little places, and we're ready to go. We're ready to fit the quarter and see where it's at. I'm going to wipe this down, and in this area, we're never going to get to this again, so I think I'm going to use some of this Eastwood rust encapsulator. I've used it on other projects, and it seems to work pretty good. Beautiful. The more protection, the better. Yeah. As you notice, we've taken and cleaned up all the corrosion and paint and everything off of the seams. Because we're going to be doing the panel bond up here, we don't want anything adhered to that other than bare metal. So we'll tape this off before we use this stuff. Exactly, and this area here and down in here. Yep. Okay. We'll do a little tape in. We'll go ahead and apply that and untape it. That way we'll have the bare edges and we're ready to go. All right, Tom. So I know you've never seen this before, but we had a little project creep here. So this car had a roll bar at one point. Actually, when we got it, it had a roll bar through the body, crudely installed, and we needed to fix that. So we got the beading in and the quarter panel test fitted, and you kind of said, it's going to be damn hard to fix this hole after this is already in place. So yeah, that is correct. Instead of having to mess and weld and everything up next to this and do body work, we decided to just cut the piece out and extend it, put it down, a stronger piece, easier to weld, less warpage. All right, and then underneath this piece, the holes where the roll bar had been bolted into the wheel well there were also way easier to fix now while this piece is missing. So hopefully this is the end of the project creep and we can keep going. Okay, sounds good to me. All right, once we get this piece welded in, at least tacked towards the edges where the quarter is in this beading, we can then we can finally put the quarter panel on. Exactly, yeah. All right, let's hit it. All right, so we've got the actual body of the car dressed. Now I've got to dress up the quarter panel. And the object is any place where you're using adhesive, you've got to have bare metal. It will not work against this primer. So I've got to dress the entire edge of this, and then bottom of this, because this goes against the rocker, and then the inside of the wheel well, and then the inside of the back of the quarter, and then again here and then around the light. So we've got this totally test fitted, and we're very happy. Our door gaps are good. Where the lights are is good. The whole thing is good all the way around it. It's an OE quarter panel, so it should fit perfectly.
Of course, we're fitting it to a body that was damaged. We've fixed it, we've straightened the body. So once we get this all cleaned up, we will begin the bonding process and cross our fingers and hope. Well, actually with Tom here, we don't need to cross our fingers. We've got an expert who knows what he's doing. So we'll get her done.
Now we're ready for the final bonding of the quarter panel here. We're using our 3M panel bond, the 08115. It's going to give us, they say, 90 minutes of work time. If we get a half an hour out of it, we're doing damn good.
That's in Minnesota, not in Florida, right?
Exactly.
So
we've got all our quarter panel prep. We have the vehicle prep too. We have to apply this on both sides of the weld or the flange on it.
So it's like a contact cement. You got to put it on both sides.
Yeah, you put it on and then you clamp it. You're not supposed to slide it or anything, but you probably have to do a little bit of it to get it on. Anyways, we're going to utilize this. You always want to make sure you use the proper nozzles on this, because if you don't, it may not mix correctly. That's very important on this stuff.
So let's assume I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy and I'm a little nervous about this. How strong is this? Is this quarter panel going to fall off the first time I drive the car? I mean, talk a little bit about, I mean, this is really the way cars are put together these days, isn't it?
Yeah. Matter of fact, most vehicles are put together with panel bond nowadays. A lot of your aluminum vehicles, that's all they're put together with, that and a couple spot welds on, and they're ready to go. This stuff they've been using, we've been using it now for probably close to 15, maybe 20 years now. And
you've never had a quarter panel fly off?
Never had a quarter panel fly off. We've had them damaged, and it does have a shear factor like anything else. If you peel it, it'll start to come apart, but it's hard to do that. But if it gets hit and just pushes up against it, it will not fall apart. That is for sure.
But we're still going to put some spot welds up.
Exactly.
Around.
Yeah.
So
we are going to weld it. We're going to go ahead and panel bond the majority of it right now, and then we're going to go back and utilize the spot welder probably at the shop. If you don't have a spot welder, you want to at least put a plug weld in at probably down here in the lower corner, up on top here, and maybe one or two in the back area too, just to keep it from the shear from happening. If it does get hit, that keeps it from shearing off.
So to remind everybody, we're doing it on this particular car, on this particular job, because we really can't get in behind.
Yeah.
There's no trunk on this car, there's just this cavity, and neither one of us wants to sit in there and drill spot welds out and put spot welds in, do we?
Tim don't fit in this.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is what they call purging this. We want to make sure we got the same amount of fluid coming through. It's got two different size cartridges here. We want to make sure that both fluids are coming through both sides of the tip. If not, it's not mixing correctly. It may not harden. So you always have to make sure that you purge it out.
And the tip is a mixing tip is what you call it.
Yeah, it's a mixing tip, and always use the tip that comes with it.
How thick we want to put it on here?
Just cover everything, that's all.
You're spilling it all over my carpet.
I know, I'm trying to get in.
We're going to glue ourselves to the floor. And obviously we're in a pretty good hurry here.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. We're going to rest it. And put my front. There's nothing ahead. There you go.
I've got all these vice grips adjusted, so all I got to do is just pull them in at that same point.
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right, once again, I am dirty, I am tired, but we have installed the quarter panel. The glue is now just about dry, but I'm going to leave all these clamps on it overnight, and then we'll either plug weld or spot weld some of the edges just to give it the original look and also to add a little bit of safety to our bonding job. If you like these kind of projects, please subscribe to our channel, like it, and also go to classicmotorsports.com where you see this project car as well as all the others we're building here.
Support brands that support Classic Motorsports. Get your chemical solutions from CRC Industries. Visit crcindustries.com to learn more.